Hey, what's up? Oh shit.
TikTok on Missions for Life is part 2.
What's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys haven't watched my previous videos, my name is Downside. I'm a first year medical student, and today we are gonna go over some study tactics in medical school compared to undergrad, and I interviewed some of my good friends. So we have Vic, we got Jesse, we got Crystal, and we got some good stuff going on. Catch you guys on the flip side. Hey, what's up? Oh shit.
In undergrad, the way I studied was I pretty much go to lecture, most of the time sleep through it, and I'd come back and I'd go over the lectures, and I would just write a large outline and just basically kind of do it in my own words. But now things are a little bit different. There's so much material. It's condensed into such a short time frame that I don't really have time to do that. So now I just kind of go through the lectures and I just get key information. Instead of doing an outline, I just kind of verbalize it with my roommates. One of the biggest things that helps me actually, right after a lecture, I like going through it by myself, and I put some lo-fi beats in the back. I have my dual monitors here connected to my PC. I usually pull up the lecture here. Usually the podcast version, so I'll pull that up, and then over here if I need to do notes or something, but usually import them to my iPad. I just kind of go through them. Shout out to Chilled Cow. They really help just kind of get me in that study mood. But usually I'll take a minor break. I'll go eat some food. I'll keep my avocados to ripen them up. Just got them yesterday though, so not ripe enough yet. So I might use almond butter instead. Do something to kind of just unload my brain.
Good job, Ryan. Great job, team. Get it, guys. Get it.
Then I come right back and I'll go through the lecture. I do have a dog, so sometimes he does need me a little more. Although he's pretty good about it, but he's still a puppy. So I have to make sure that I'm taking enough time to play with him, to take him on walks, feed him, groom him, all the good stuff.
Alright guys, so now I'm on my way to my friend Crystal's house, and we're gonna see how she studies. So, catch you on the flip side.
So this is my study buddy. I just got him last week. He's a little shy. And he's right here. His name is Mingo. Hi, Mingo. Hi guys. Okay, so today I'm just going to be talking about how I study currently in medical school. So it's a little bit more different than how I would have studied in college. I feel like now I'm focusing a lot more on active learning rather than passive learning. I feel like in college I kind of got by just looking at the slides, but I feel like now it's a lot more integrative, and I just try to be a little bit more thorough. So usually when I study, I like to go to our podcast and listen to them on 1.75 to 2 times speed, and then take notes on my iPad, on Notability. So I just kind of like to annotate the notes as I go. So that's my first pass, and then after I finish the lecture, I like to follow up with supplemental information, such as Boards and Beyond videos, or even reading a couple first aid pages, or just looking up any YouTube videos that might help. One YouTuber I really like is, I think his name is called Ninja Nerd Lectures. He does a really good job at explaining things that are a little bit tougher to process actually during lecture. So those are some outside resources that I use to supplement the information from lecture. So after I go through all of those videos and stuff, I like to go back to the lecture slides and then make Anki cards as I'm doing that. So I like to use the close type cards on Anki. It's kind of a fill in the blank thing. So yeah, I make Anki cards for that, and then that'll basically be my second pass, because I would have gone through the lecture 2 times at that point, and then I just try to review all of the lectures at least one more time before Friday or Saturday, just in time before I take my weekly assessment. So yeah, that's like basically how I study throughout the week. I just review my Anki cards like every day at night or like sometimes in the early morning, just to like review everything. And then again on Friday, I like to actually like make one final pass through all the lecture slides. I usually just try to like get through like one entire lecture without like looking at my phone or anything. I try to eliminate any distractions. So I usually just like flip my phone over, or I put it in my drawer or something until I'm done. Then after I'm done with the lecture, I take like 5 to 10 minute breaks. I take like an hour out of my day to just like work out and stuff around like 4 or 5. That's when I usually like start to feel like a little bit groggy. I also have like an hour lunch break and an hour dinner break. And then I just try to stop doing like school stuff around 10 p.m. every night.
Some things that change from undergrad, as a lot of people would say, is literally the amount of information. Literally every day you get like 3 lectures with like 60 plus slides, and it's like almost insane. Like while in undergrad we had multiple days where we can like just chill, study, and like relax, and like in med school it's like go, 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 go. I guess all I did to adapt was just change my way of studying to make it just more efficient. Like making sure I'm not just reading lecture slides over and over again as I did the first 2 years of undergrad. So there's a tool that you'll hear a lot from a lot of medical students, and it's Anki. The things I'm doing right now is, going to the lecture, I can pause and play and double speed, and some professors talk too slow, so I can like 1.5 to 1.75 the speed. So I go to the lecture, I write down my notes, I type my notes. So a Pomodoro session is a 25-minute block period where all you're doing is like studying. You're focused on that task at hand. So I have one Pomodoro, which is like 30 minutes, and then I have a quick 3-minute break, and then I go on to another 30-minute break, or a 30-minute Pomodoro session. The max I spent on one lecture, for the most part, is 2 Pomodoro sessions. So I do 2 30-minute blocks of just going through lecture with the professor, like on the podcast, and then an additional 2 30-minute blocks doing the Anki, or making the Anki for those. Anki is a spaced repetition software. I don't have to wake up and be like, okay, I'm going to study this today. Anki kind of tells you what you need to study and what you don't need to study, so which is like really cool. So I've been using Notability for all of my lecture slides, a lot of my just worksheets, just anything that the medical school gives us and the professors give us. I kind of just throw it into Notability, and then somehow it syncs across all of your devices. You'll learn about like first aid, the book, which is like just for reference, and then there's Boards and Beyond books, or Boards and Beyond videos. They go a little too much into detail, and then that's where STEP and all that comes in, but I try not to focus on any of that, so I use Boards and Beyond sometimes. I would say YouTube is a huge help. Ninja Nerd, I think there's one YouTube channel, it's really cool. A lot of our lives are literally just medicine right now, but it's like good to take a break. And I would say the way I de-stress is, going on a hike, or just walking outside, or just like catching a breath of fresh air. Keeping my hobby of like playing video games or whatever. So I have my PS4, like Warzone or Apex Legends, or I died. I use that sometimes, like quick, like 30 to 40 minute, just like at night, I'll just like play with my friends, because it's really, really important just to keep that conversation going with friends, who are outside of medicine and outside of medical school. And I think those are the main ways I'm like just trying to not think about medicine. Just doing everything, besides studying is important as well. So, yeah.
Alright, well, thanks for coming to my crib, checking my setup out. You don't gotta go home, you gotta get that out of here.